I don't know. Your butthole and oldie fans has way more fans than mine does.
Just started recording. What the hell? What the hell? Uh, yeah. So we're doing the retrospective, right? We're doing the Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Um, okay, cool. I don't know what we're going to talk about. Do you want to just wing it? I mean, do you want to just see where it takes us? Or
I think we're kind of gonna have to. Yeah. Right.
is there anything special anybody wants to talk about? We want to do predictions. We want to do which characters are going to die, which characters are going to live, who's going to end up together, like
I
anything
mean, we
like
could do
that.
all that.
We can do all that. You know what? We're just
Yeah,
going to start. Let's just start and see what people have to say.
I'm gonna turn up my volume
All right,
somewhere.
there, Joe.
I'm trying to
just
get
Uh,
like
the lens. I
talk,
don't know why my
talk
lens
about why
is
it's so popular, my favorite moments, blah blah blah.
100%. Yeah, yeah. Because I wish there were more shows that were made. Okay, all right. Well, let's just get started. Welcome to Co-Fiction. We're talking about Stranger Things today. The final season is about to drop. At least the first few episodes of the final season is about to drop at the end of this month. So we wanted to do an episode and talk a little bit about this show because this is for all four of us. This is I don't think I'm speaking out of class when I say it's one of our favorite shows, right? I think it's an excellent example of what you can do when you kind of mash up different kinds of storytelling. For my part, I love the fact that it is a love letter to the '80s because that's when I grew up, right? I mean, as soon as Africa started belting out, or Toto started belting out Africa when Steve and Nancy were making out in the first season, I was like, I'm gonna love this show. This show is gonna be awesome. So, who's got something interesting to say that maybe they've never said before about the show? What do you think?
I mean, I've got trivia, but I guess, fuck that this week, right?
Oh no,
No.
no, let's do trivia for sure. Let's do trivia for sure. Eric is trivia maven today, so let's
If
see
I'm being
what
honest, I'm
the
more interested in the trivia than I am things. So let's roll with
what?
that.
Come on, come on.
Lame.
All right, hit it. Clue number one, go.
Fireball.
Fire.
Fireball.
Yeah.
Fireball.
Are we texting you?
Yeah,
What?
go ahead and text me.
Okay.
Fireball.
Fireball.
Hmm.
Something with Pitbull.
Interesting. Okay. All right. All right. Let me think about that. So I'm super excited for Stranger Things. Am I to gather, Bueller, that you are not as excited for Stranger Things?
I mean, I fell off in season three. I watched season four. No, I'm not excited about it.
Really?
I
I
can't
saw.
roll my eyes more.
Okay, cool. I
Not
mean,
possible.
you
Uh,
you do you, bro. Like
Like a
I'm whatever about
contrarian.
it. I'm not a
It's
contrarian, dude.
too mainstream.
I didn't give a shit about Punk Rock L. I didn't give a shit about the whole storyline.
That was one episode.
I thought it was dumb. I thought it was boring. I fell
We
off.
all thought it was dumb. We all thought it
I
was
thought,
so
and
boring.
there was
I thought Hopper ending up in Russia was dumb and ridiculous. So
Yes.
I mean,
yeah,
but we,
okay,
we we should address okay, so we should address
yeah,
the episode, right? There was an
sure.
episode in season 2 where Eleven hooked up with her, sister, and they had a
No,
little
there
adventure
wasn't.
together.
That
That
episode
would have
does
been
not
interesting.
exist.
No, just kidding.
Actually, no.
It just look,
I don't know what you're talking about.
we've talked about this before.
I don't know what you're talking about. He said
It's fan fiction.
They were trying to do a spin-off.
or something.
You can't blame them. It was such a popular show that they were trying to launch another IP. I don't blame them. But you know what? They also self-corrected. They didn't try to go back to it. The fans said, "What in the crap are you doing?" And they just basically dropped that thread. And in the context of the show, it doesn't ruin anything. It just doesn't really go anywhere, right? So I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
So you didn't like season 3, Bueller? Is that what you're saying? You did watch season 4 though, right?
I've watched all of them. Like I
Okay.
said, I lost interest. I watched season four because it was the phenomenon, like you said, and everybody was watching it. Um, season four didn't really do a lot for me. I mean, it was a much better season than season three, in my opinion. I thought it, like you said, self-corrected to an extent, but I was already kind of checked out on it. coming up on season 5 here. Like, I think it's really cool. The directors have talked about they basically made 8 feature-length films.
Mhm.
I think it's crazy that they shot for as many days as they did in a row.
Right.
I'm curious to see what that brings to the table. But as far as the story goes, and the characters and everything else, like I'm not that deeply embedded in it. It's just it's cool. I'll watch it for the cultural thing, but I'm not really like, oh my
And that's
God.
fair. I mean, what were your issues with season 4? Because I kind of think like if you go one season 1, 2, 3, you can see sort of like a downward trend in quality. Even though I think season 3 still has better quality than most shows. And I
Right.
think I thought season 4 had a big spike again in like overall quality compared to
Well, I
season
mean,
2
yeah,
and
like
3.
Jewel said, like they kind of corrected and came back to it, but at that point I was kind of already checked out. And I thought, hijacking a plane and flying to Russia to free Hopper was just kind of a ridiculous storyline, in my opinion. I don't think Hopper should have been in Russia to begin with. I thought that was kind of dumb. Um,
Mm.
I that's just me, but you're right. I'm a crazy person, uh, so it doesn't
Hey,
matter.
you said it.
Yeah.
I thought it was I mean, here's the thing. The reason that they did that is because in season 3 they had the Russian base at the bottom of
Which
the
was dumb.
shopping center. It
Which
was
dumb.
dumb, but it was again, it was part of the homage to the 80s because the Russians were the bad guys in every movie that came out in the 80s,
Right.
right? So you had to have evil Russians somewhere. Of course it's ridiculous, right? I guess you could say if you want to, and I would agree that, like Alex said, there's kind of a downward trend from season 1, 2, 3 in quality because it doesn't take itself as seriously. The first season the show takes itself pretty seriously. Like there's some moments when there's some silliness going on, but the peril is real, right? And the third season didn't really feel like that. It felt a little bit more like Slither, where there's a monster and everything, but you're not really like there's not this peril. Does that sound about right? What do you guys
Yeah,
think?
yeah. I mean, also it's just you can't top season 1 simply because I mean, for me anyway, went into it with absolutely zero expectation.
Right.
And when you have zero expectation and perfect execution, you can't top that. Because it was like
Well,
I remember
that
even
happens
thinking
with so
Stranger
many
Things,
things,
like
though. I
what is
mean,
that? I was what is it
Right.
going to be?
when we talked about True Detective, we talked about the same thing. Like they had lightning in a bottle with True
Exactly.
Detective
Another
season
perfect
1.
Right.
example.
It
Yeah.
was flawless. Stranger Things season 1 was flawless because we didn't know what to expect, and it was a great poke at the nostalgia part of our brain. It was executed very well. Uh,
Mhm.
and season 2 was a decent follow-up to that. And then it was like, what are we going to do next? We have some crazy ideas we're going to throw out there. Some of them stuck, some of them didn't. We pulled back the ones that didn't. Those are now forgotten by the fans, apparently.
Right.
Whatever. It is what it is. Like you're gonna have some fallout with shows. It always happens. It's always gonna.
Sure. Sure.
What I'm saying is, me as a viewer, when this whole build up to season 5 for me has just been kind of like I mean, I'll watch it.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, like I said, I can agree with you to a point. I think that season 2 and 3 just like had a downward trajectory, but I would really, really like season 4 personally,
Yeah.
and it really got me kind of reinvested in the show. I thought they
Mhm.
really kind of, it's like I went back and watched all the seasons again just for the final season coming up, and season 3 was kind of just like an overdose of 80s nostalgia and everything.
It was.
just kind
It
of.
was.
It was
It
like they
was.
just started spamming 80s
It was.
songs.
It was like
It was just
like the first season, even the first 2 seasons, there was a balance of 80s and Creature. And in the third season, they went all 80s, right? It was like the Creature balance was off.
And it was like an awesome 80s Spielberg Goonies, horror stuff,
Adventure.
but it still had a modern sensibility to it. Yeah,
Right.
but it was like infused with.
I-
Yeah, I'm gonna give another clue.
Yeah, let's
Oh
go.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Second clue.
Opera singer.
Opera singer.
Fireball opposite.
Fireball and opera singer.
What? Didn't we do this one already? No.
Wait a second. I might
Hmm.
actually get one.
No. I'm
But
trying
I've
to.
been terrible at this game so far.
Damn it, dude.
Well, that's what I was kind of hoping for. I was hoping for somebody to, um, I think it's funner when people get it,
Don't tell
Right.
me Alex got beat me to it.
but Alex did get it. Alex got it.
Oh yeah.
Did they both get it?
No.
Oh, Joe, you were wrong.
Wow. All right.
Hmm.
Wrong, wrong, wrong.
Huh.
Couldn't be
All right.
more
I
wrong.
think it's going to
with
start
this
getting,
wrong
and then
guess.
obviously we're getting to the third clue. It's going to be easier,
Okay.
But
Now I'm genuinely curious.
I
I don't know,
really
dude. I think it's going to give away pretty soon, man. You'll
All
be all right. Bueller's done pretty good. I think he's been the best one so far. So I
right.
think this is not going to be the one that stumps him.
So
Hmm.
I saw an idea online about something from the first season leading up to now. And first off, we still don't have any justice for Barbara, which
True
Oh,
is
she's
that.
never
which
getting
is whack,
justice.
True
dude.
that. Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
she's
I never quite understood why we needed it. Like, I mean, I know it's kind of been a big thing since the first episode, and it's sort of like, yeah,
she
she's a
didn't
friend that gets killed, and it's like,
she
bummer,
didn't
but
yeah, she didn't do anything wrong,
No, but it
She
was
right?
got
like
framed.
I think it was the shocking thing that they did to lure you into it was just like kind of
Mhm.
like what Welcome to Derry did in the first episode was like kill off a bunch of people just to let you know
Yeah,
you're safe. So Barbara wasn't safe, but we
right.
weren't ready for that. We weren't ready for Barbara to die, and then she
Hmm.
died for fucking no reason. So it's like, yeah, justice for Barbara. It's just, I mean, it's a joke now. But anyway, what I saw was in the first season, you had I don't know the characters' names very well, but the dude's little sister goes and fills in at the D&D game, right?
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
she rolls a net.
Nat 20.
Yeah, she rolls a nat
Erica,
20. Yeah,
Erica,
she rolls a nat 20 to defeat Vecna,
Right.
essentially,
Sure.
uh,
Yeah.
right? Um, and so the number theory I saw was that you need a nat 20 to beat Vecna, but you can't get a nat 20 with 11. So going back to season 3, you have her half sister or whatever, 8, right? Um, who's the punk rock leader chick, right? So now you have a 19. So you need a 20 though. So who do you get who's going to come back in this final season to help them beat Vecna? It's going to be number 1, who she basically vaporized.
Well,
Uh,
number one is Vecna.
Right. So somehow we're going to see his character come back as a separate entity to
Hmm.
defeat himself. I don't understand how it really works, but
boring.
it was like a
That's like,
numbers
what?
theory. It was a numbers theory on
That's
how
it.
like
No, that's interesting. That's interesting.
well, yeah, it was like it's something that's been planned since the first season, like the whole foreshadowing of her rolling a nat 20. And then it was when she rolled the nat 20, her brother was actually shooting the basketball wearing the number 8 jersey, which also coincided with another number in the series, and I can't find the thread now.
Her sister was 8, right?
Yeah, yes, her sister was 8, but he was wearing the basketball jersey number 8.
Hmm.
He shot the game-winning point. And so there was one other number that showed up in this theory. So anyway, it's a whole thing that goes all the way back to the first season of them playing the D&D game and how this is going to actually wrap up is what I'm trying to get at. I can't find the thread, but that's what it is. We already saw how it's going to end. It's going to end the same way the D&D game ended in the first season.
So he has to roll a 13 or better
Something.
with
Yeah.
the fireball, right?
With
No,
a
they have to
fireball.
roll on that 20.
With a fireball, which was our first clue, by the way.
Right. Oh yeah. Speaking of, do you want to do a third clue now?
Sure. Collar.
What is it?
Collar.
Collar, like collar around your
Yeah.
neck.
Yeah, like a tie collar. Yeah, shirt, whatever.
Hmm. Fireball
Got me
up
on
the
this.
center.
Since Alex has gotten it, he knows exactly what I'm talking about.
You might have got me on this one.
I don't know,
Yeah,
dude.
that's
The
pretty
next,
good.
okay, so the next one should give it away. The last two, because I have 5 clues. I'm like, which one should I give
Hmm.
first? Which one is
Right.
the
That's the difficult choice.
yeah.
So, I mean that's interesting. The number theory thing is interesting. I don't know how serious that's going to be just because I don't think everybody has been following that and like keeping track of all the different numbers that are in the show.
Like I said, I saw it online, thought it was an interesting theory. Like it could harken back to the first series or the first season and that game that could have been foreshadowing the entire time.
Right, right.
Nothing.
So here's my question. Do Steve and Nancy and Joyce and Hopper and Mike and Eleven all have plot armor because they have to end up together?
Until this season, yeah. I mean,
Right?
like,
Yeah, I think
'cause
I think almost
Hopper
everybody's
might
up
be-
for. I think the little guy that's been being used this whole time. I think he's not long for the world.
Dustin?
Mhm.
No, the one that's been used since season one.
Will,
Will.
Will.
You think? See, I think Jonathan is going to have to sacrifice himself because
why Jonathan?
he's because Steve and
Homegirl have to get back together.
Steve and Nancy are going to get back together. So I think Jonathan has to like make the
Yeah,
survival, the sacrifice play.
That kind of harkened back to season one, though, when they had that thing on the marquee about like Nancy really being a slut. Man, she really is. Like,
Jesus.
She's had two boyfriends.
I
Let's
said
be
two
real. Come on,
boyfriends, you prick.
come on.
Like,
and then now she's with Jonathan, and she's hanging out with Steve, and like Steve showing her his chest hair, and she's all swingy and shit, and it's like, wow. I mean, just like, yeah.
well,
girl,
wouldn't
like,
you
man,
if your boyfriend was a 72-year-old looking 19-year-old?
He looks. He
Did
does
any-
look pretty
did
old.
any
He
of
looks
them-
like he's 44 and smokes. You know, and he's supposed to be 19.
Did any of them
Right.
have like cocaine or a diet pill under their collar? Maybe that's what attracted her. I don't know. One of those things.
Wow.
No kidding. No
Wow.
kidding.
Wow.
There's yeah.
So I'm thinking that all six of them have to kind of end up together. Like they're not going to kill off Joyce and Hopper, right?
See,
Unless-
I think, here's
Unless
what I
they go together. Like maybe if they go together, if they pull remember in Aliens with the grenade and the
Yeah, I think Joyce is safer than Hopper is.
You think so? You think they
Yeah.
kill
No,
off Hopper?
I actually think. I mean, I think Joyce and Hopper, either one of them, I think, could be killed, in this season. But I honestly think if they were going to do like a big shocking death early, like say at the end of the first 4 seasons to drop, it'll be Joyce because like she's doesn't have really a lot of plot relevancy anymore. She's not, all the kids are adults now. She's a mother. She doesn't need to protect anybody. And then it's like maybe she'll wind up with Hopper, but that's her only real relevance anymore in the plot. She's not protecting Will because Will can take care of
Right.
himself. I mean, ideally. So it's just sort of like, what's she going to do exactly?
Right. I hope not, man, because I sure do like her. But and here's a key question: is Murray gonna make it, or is Murray gonna bite the big one?
Or
I
what
hope
about
Murray makes it.
what about the doctor?
The doctor.
Dr. Paul Reiser?
Oh, he's
Dr. Paul Reiser.
He's like, yeah. He's probably gonna die, like because Matthew Modine is dead now, right? Like
Right.
Papa, he's gone.
Mhm.
So he's like the face of the evil science conspiracy. So he's probably gotta make the sacrifice.
The kind-hearted face of the evil science
Right.
conspiracy.
Or is he gonna
Right.
or is he gonna weasel out at the last minute and kind of sneak out the back door?
Yeah,
No,
right.
because he's shown himself to be like a stand-up guy. He's like,
Yeah.
he showed up in season 2 and you kind of think, oh, he's going to be like
Mhm.
fucking alien, but like every time he's been on, he come through 100%.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like, I think they've demonstrated that, yeah, he's a good dude at this point.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can't see him, going bad now in the last season.
I'm not
You guys
saying
want
I'm not
another
saying
clue?
going bad, but things go south and he just kind of like sneaks out the back door and lives on to continue his research type thing and like I'm out.
Maybe we'll see. I've got him pegged as a sacrifice guy. What about Max and Lucas? Do they have plot armor?
I think if they kill Lucas, it's to save his sister.
Hmm.
Who I hope dies anyway. I mean, I'd be
Hmm.
fine with his sister dying. She's kind of annoying.
I mean,
I think she's a little sister.
Yeah,
You know?
I don't know. I don't mind her.
I think
I don't mind her at all. I don't mind her.
And
I think she's a little
wrong,
sister.
I think it's that situation though where if one of them dies, it's to save the other one, and it just makes
Right.
sense in cinema for the brother to save the sister.
It does. It does. Yeah.
Okay,
Man,
clue.
oh, okay. Clue
But
time.
who
Here we
do
go.
we think? Is there anybody that we absolutely think has total plot armor that like can't won't be killed in season
I
5.
think the only two people, honestly, the only two people that have plot armor are Steve and Nancy. I don't think they're gonna die. I think they're gonna end up together.
I don't know. You could probably kill Nancy with a slice of cake at this point.
Yeah, but that's the thing is they've been together through the whole thing, and it's all the part of the story is like their romance, and it's been going since the beginning. I think they're gonna have to end up together.
What's the next clue, Eric?
Governors.
Governors.
Is this?
Because I think, doesn't Mike have plot armor?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think either
No.
Mike or 11 has plot armor. I think either one of them could die to save the other.
Because I can see 11 like dying, but
Yeah.
Mike Wheeler. I don't
But in
know.
like the ultimate sacrifice that kills Vecna in the end.
Right. Yeah, 11 could
I
die
mean,
to
yeah,
save
like,
everybody.
I could see that for 11, but not for Mike. What's he
But
gonna do? Like,
That's the thing is that if 11 is going to die, because she might have to die, then you're going to kill Mike off first so that he's not left alive without her.
But I mean, 11 can die and Mike lives.
Yeah,
Maybe.
so I was just
Yeah.
thinking about that. Like, I guess that's possible, but then we would have to watch him. Like, you're in a situation where he's crying about her being dead again, like he was in the end of the first season and the last of the second season, or the end of the first season and the beginning of the second season. So it's like, I don't know. Do they go back to that where he's just like, oh, I'm so crushed that she's dead, or like Jubal says, him dying makes her go, I'm peacing out. Like, I'm gonna kill this guy,
Right,
no matter,
right.
even if it kills me, I'm killing this dude.
Right.
I
think it could go either way, but I do feel like either Mike and 11 both live or they both die, and I'm leaning towards probably they both die.
Well, I think Millie Bobby Brown has already said she doesn't want to continue this character, so I think she really wants her character to die.
Yeah. So,
Jubal, you
Fireball,
have
Opera
no-
Singer, Collar, and
you have no
Governors.
guesses so far.
I have no guesses because I am completely baffled by these clues. I am not as good at this trivia nonsense as I thought I was when we started doing this.
I'm honestly, we got one more clue coming, and
I'm baffled. You got me
Okay,
good.
I'm gonna give you the last one,
Okay, give
and
us
then
the
we're gonna
last
go
one.
through- and I'm gonna
And
give
then-
you all 5.
Okay.
Okay. So the last clue, well, let's see. First clue, Fireball. Second clue, Opera Singer. Third clue, Collar. Fourth clue, Governors. Fifth clue, Game Show.
God damn it.
Wait. Game show. Okay.
Joe just got it, or Bueller just got it.
Oh, you just got it. Is it Running Man?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So Fireball is literally the name of one of the killers.
Right.
It's Jim Brown's.
Right.
Opera Singer, the big fat electric guy.
Dynamo.
Collar, we know that scene with the
Right.
collar.
Right.
Governors, 2 governors, Schwarzenegger and Jesse Ventura, both in it.
Oh, okay. I got you. I see what you did there.
And then Game Show.
Governors should have been like the first clue. That's
All right, are you guys ready for this one?
That's tricky.
Ready for this?
I'm ready.
Never seen it.
Ooh,
Whoa.
never seen Running Man.
No, you
It's,
haven't seen the original?
Never.
you know what?
Wow.
I'll just say this: it's too late.
Yeah.
It's too late.
You're totally correct.
Don't
Like,
watch
Magic
it.
and Gone
Yeah,
in
If you had
2025.
if you had told us when you were like 26,
Right.
you're
Right.
like,
Right.
dude, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. Watch
Be
it.
like, oh,
Watch it.
okay. Well,
But no,
let's check
you
it
missed
out.
it. You missed it.
Now you're 46. It is no.
Yeah.
It's gonna
No.
be dumb. It's gonna be
Yeah.
stupid.
Dude, I watched it last year on vacation with my wife and son, because my daughter didn't care anything about it. So my wife and son were watching it with me. It was
Dated.
pretty dated, pretty mid.
Pretty dated.
And that's
So-
the thing is like and that's tough for Schwarzenegger because we all know Predator holds up.
Sure.
True.
We all know Predator holds up. And the thing is he's got other ones. Red Heat. I'll watch Red Heat right now.
I'll watch True Lies right now.
True,
I watch
yeah.
True
True
Lies
Lies.
right now.
100%.
Terminator.
Even
Terminator.
Commando holds up better than The Running Man.
Yeah, well, that's I believe you.
I
I believe you on
but
that.
it's like still hard
Yeah,
to believe.
but
Yeah.
but that's the threshold, right? The guy who like walks in and kills 93 dudes, never
Right,
has to
right.
reload, all that kind of stuff. Dude, even that really does hold up better than The Running Man. That just kind of shows you how
Wow.
far down the totem
Yeah,
pole Running
it's
Man kind of is.
you've just aged out of it. You
Yeah.
can't enjoy it.
Yeah.
You
No,
can't
that's
enjoy it.
fine. I'm gonna watch the remake of it. It looks interesting.
It
And
does.
It
I don't
looks
know how
extremely
like
different.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks, I don't want to say extremely different. It looks like there are tangible differences,
yeah, okay.
like
Right.
lots
It
of
looks
them.
like, look, the idea is they're trying to do a faithful adaptation of the novella, but reviews have not been kind to it, from what I've seen.
That's
Do you
too
know what they
bad.
also did anybody watch that John Cena movie like Lottery Ticket or something like that where
No.
Yeah,
where he
yeah. With Aquafina?
yes, I feel like it's going to be like that.
Okay.
But maybe a little more serious cuz like the Aquafina one with John Cena was well, they didn't take themselves seriously at all.
Right.
No,
I at least I didn't think.
it was ridiculous. It
It was
was
ridiculous. So so you can have fun with it. Um but I think it's kind of the same thing where it's just like wherever you go. Whereas the Running Man with Schwarzenegger was like inside of, was like almost like a maze
A
runner type thing.
Thunderdome. It was a
Yeah, in
huge
like a Thunderdome.
Thunderdome.
I
Yeah.
just watched Liam Hemsworth Most Dangerous Game or The Most Dangerous Game or something like
Oh, is that a
I
remake
heard,
of the Ice
I
Cube
heard
one?
something about that.
it kind of is, it kind of isn't. But I mean the Ice Cube, the Ice T one is
Oh,
also
Ice T.
it's
That's right.
also I mean that's also Running Man. It's like, it's the same
Right.
idea.
Huh.
So it's
Right.
got Christoph Waltz in it. It's
Mm.
got Liam
What?
Hemsworth. Yeah, Christoph Waltz is like the main bad guy in it, and some other small actors. And I watched it recently because I saw a clip on TikTok, and I was like, oh, I've seen this before. Turns out I had and forgot about it
Mm.
because it's not a good movie. But it's the same idea as Running Man. Like, you're getting hunted. It's not everybody is hunting you. You got five hunters coming after you. They could be
Sure.
in the city, and if you win, you're getting $22.5 million. And there's some other plot points to develop throughout the movie, but it was like I'm watching it, having never seen Running Man, having seen the previews for the new Running Man, and having heard you guys talk about Running Man. I'm watching this movie going, I'm watching Running Man.
Right.
Probably, yeah. It's probably a better version than the Schwarzenegger Running Man.
And dude, I love Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I love Schwarzenegger too, but that some
that
of his
doesn't mean he
movies,
hasn't made some stinkers.
yeah, some of his movies just don't
Dude,
stand out.
I even enjoy.
You can't
I'll
all
even.
be Hercules in New York.
Oh shit! I'll even enjoy some Eraser. Like I'll watch Eraser.
I like the
Yeah.
radio.
But yeah,
Twins.
True Lies, dude.
Conan the Barbarian. I'll watch Conan the Barbarian.
True Lies is madly underrated.
True
Twins
Lies
is,
is-
great.
True
True
Lies
Lies
is
And of
was
course,
genre
Kindergarten Cop is
defining
amazing.
without question. True Lies was like the first like true two definition action comedy that like broke the barrier of what that genre should be.
right,
It was phenomenal.
right.
Twins, I guess Twins. I was reading something recently where the studio didn't want to make it happen, but Arnold kind of put his balls on the line and was like, "No, I want to make this happen with Danny DeVito." And I'm not sure what the back end pay was, but it was one of those deals where kind of like Keanu Reeves in The Matrix kind of took like back end money as opposed to taking front end money to make sure it happened with Danny DeVito, and it paid dividends for him in the long run.
I'll bet.
Yeah.
I'll bet it did.
Yeah,
That was-
dude. I read or I saw another one of those stories like that with where these guys take money off the back end, and it was Tom Hanks was on the Graham Norton show, which is that show in the UK, which is like better than all of our late night shows that want because they can cuss and they just tell
Right.
way better stories, and it's
They have
just
good stories. Yeah.
they actually have
Is that the
really
one where
good
they kind of
stories.
sit in like a horseshoe booth? And
Yeah,
just,
dude,
that's phenomenal.
the stories they have. Anyway, he was talking about how Ron Howard was told by the studios that they didn't want him to do the running scenes in Forrest Gump. And because they were running up on the budget, and obviously to do a lot of those scenes, you have to go to all these different places, and it was just going to be like a few $1 million, $4 or $5 million or whatever it was.
Hmm.
And the studio was just like, why? Like just take it out. He's running. This is stupid. And so Ron Howard met, he called Tom Hanks and he's like, I really want to do this movie and I don't want to. Is it Ron Howard that did? Because I might be getting the director wrong. Zemeckis, thank you. Ron Howard did something else with him, but I forget. So Zemeckis calls him up and says, I don't want to do this movie without these scenes. So Tom Hanks was like, okay, what do we do about it? He's like, I think that we should split it and pay for the scenes. And he's like, okay. And then, so how do we get compensated? And they said, well, they'll give us points on the back end.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point,
Jesus.
Tom Hanks looked at the camera and was like, the movie made like 329 million domestic, right? So, and then who knows how much, international. So he made like, I think he made like $60 million on it.
You mean to tell me that movie could have been 45 minutes shorter?
Yeah.
Those scenes were important though. When he was running across the country, that was like the cathartic moment for his character.
Yeah, I didn't like the have a nice day,
or whatever the Captain shit happens.
Shit happens.
Yeah. It happens.
I remember one of the funnier back end stories I've ever heard about like back end budget and everything is Matt Damon was originally asked by James Cameron to be in Avatar. But like the upfront pay would be smaller, but he would get more points on the back end of Avatar. And he was like, I don't know if this is going to do anything. Avatar, what is it? Yeah. Like,
ouch.
Yeah, he goes back, he talked about that now. He's like, whoops.
Yeah. Ouch. Well, one of the great ones, where it's the opposite of that, where he actually had confidence in it, is Alec Guinness and the original Star Wars. He gladly took back end points because he was convinced it was going to be a huge success, and of course it was.
Really?
It was, at the time, I think it was either the second. It might have been no, I think it might have even passed Jaws, because I think Jaws was the biggest box office of all time and had just set that record in 1975, and then Star Wars might have beat it in 77, and then E.T. had beat it in 82. But he said he gladly took back end, and it turned out pretty good for him.
Yeah, George Lucas even like, I just want the IP. The studio's like, sure, you can have the IP for your little space monkey movie. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever you want.
Makes me wonder if Sean Connery took back end points for League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
That
would have been a wise move.
That's probably why he retired afterwards.
Vin Diesel took the rights, the IP for Riddick to appear in Tokyo Drift.
Oh yeah.
That obviously was a terrible idea.
Wow, that's weird. We really have lost the thread on Stranger Things.
Yeah, it comes out on Thanksgiving. There's going to be 8 blockbuster episodes, with it culminating on New Year's Eve.
Maybe Joe was right. We all lost interest.
Yeah.
Maybe he was right the whole time.
I'm looking forward to it. I don't know about you guys. I'm really, really looking forward to it because I really do love that show. So
thank you. I'm gonna bust them all out first thing. I don't want spoilers.
We're gonna smash. I think Alex and I are gonna smash it on Wednesday.
But what do you get? Did you get like the first 4 episodes and that's it?
Yeah, there's 4.
First 4 episodes, I think, Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and then like the next 3 or 4 on Christmas Day.
And then the last one's on New Year's Eve, right?
Yep.
The last episode on New Year's Eve,
Yep. So
I just crushed the first season of Iron Fist.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah.
Why?
Ouch.
Again. Right?
Why would you watch that?
It was like the third time you watched it.
No, it's the only second time I watched it, but I wanted to see it.
If it was as bad as you remember.
You kept watching, you wanted to see if it was bad, and you kept watching the whole season.
Was it as bad as you remember?
That's a good question. It kind of was. You could see there could have been a good show in there.
Yeah.
It was 13 episodes. If it had been 10, might have been a better show.
Yeah.
Might have been a better show with 10 and a better lead. I mean,
wasted 26 hours of your life with that show.
No, I didn't. It's like I wasted like I wasted like 10 hours
Yeah.
because they're like 50-minute episodes,
Well, you
45
watched
minutes.
it twice.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, the first time, sure, but I didn't know the first time. This time I wasted.
I,
This is the time I wasted.
I wasted whatever 10 hours for the first season or for the first time I watched it, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep the other 10 hours. Thanks.
Yeah.
I think after a
Dude,
while,
there
I
was like
watched
so
half
many
of it,
things
like,
in there
on
where it's just
fast
like, man, if
forward.
you guys just made different choices
Yeah.
here and here, you know.
Could've
Speaking
been
of
great.
which, different choices, because I also think about that the Snyder with the Flash and how stupid the Flash runs in
Yes.
Snyderverse.
Yes.
I'm sure Bueller's heard about this, but have you heard about this Saudi thing with the Snyderverse? How
No.
like the Saudis are talking about buying Warner Brothers,
No.
and
No,
if they
heard that at all.
do, they want to finish off the Snyderverse.
Like
And
finish
so-
off.
No, what it sounds like. So I
Get out
don't I
the
don't
back
think
there.
I don't think that they want to get rid of the Gunverse, the new thing that's going on. But what I think is going on, and we can find out more. It's all speculation. Is that the Saudis really like the Snyderverse for whatever reason? They like bad things. I don't know. But that they might make a Justice League 2 and let Snyder make a Justice League 2 and 3 movie that go on to Netflix or whatever their streaming service is,
Imagine having that much
and
goddamn
just
money.
finish it off.
Where you
know?
can just make two horrible $200 million movies back to back
Because
and
you
not
want to
miss the
see how
money.
it ends. You're just like,
Yeah.
no, you know what? I really want to see Push Part 2 or I Am Number 4 Part 2.
Right.
But that's part of it. Right? But that's part of it. Like, I was talking with one of our
I am
friends.
number 2. That's what you
I
want
was
to
talking. I was talking to one of our friends, Annette, who's been on this podcast, and I said, people get on like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk for being billionaires or whatever, but most of their money is tied up in their actual businesses. You want to talk about who's a billionaire in liquid? That's them Saudis and
Sure.
and the oil people. You know what I'm saying?
The oil barons and the guys who
Yeah,
put
dude.
gold bars
Whenever
at
you look up like the
ATMs,
top
yeah.
10 most expensive yachts, it's like
Right.
some French designer, the Paul Allen's, now his widow has one, and then the rest of them are all like Saudis and
Sure.
all this stuff because they actually have a product that they sell, and they're worth billions of dollars because they're constantly making transactions.
I'm just trying to think like what would I want to finish if I had that kind of money? And the dumbest thing I can think of right now, and this might not be stupid, but it's also stupid, is like getting the entire cast together to actually finish the TV show Heroes.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah.
It was done in season
You know
2.
what? The
Whatever.
thing is, it went downhill so far, but it started so great. Right?
Well, you had the whole
That's a-
writer's strike during
That
that
was a
time.
pretty
Yeah.
dramatic fall.
If
I
it's
mean-
like if I was given a stupid amount of money, like whatever, $100 billion, but they're like the caveat is you have to finish a movie franchise or a TV franchise.
Mhm.
What's it going to be? Oh, okay, I'm going to do Heroes. Let's get all the writers back. Let's get
Right.
everybody else back and make it happen for no other reason
That's
than
actually an interesting question in general. Maybe like we should all like ponder that one and come back with something.
Yeah, we should do an episode on that.
Another question I was thinking about asking is there are certain movies I think that we all understand should never be remade, right? We can all agree with that, right?
Yeah.
There's certain movies that should never be remade. So the question is, if they were to remake a certain movie, one of these unremakeable movies,
Mm.
who would you cast to give it the best shot? So I'm going to give one. And you guys can. One of the movies that shouldn't be remade, Back to the Future.
right.
Who would you cast as Doc Brown
Mm.
to give it the best chance of people going, okay, I might fucking see that?
Bryan
You know,
Cranston.
let's- But yeah, Bryan Cranston
That's exactly who I was gonna fucking
would
say.
smash it.
Holy shit!
You would smash it.
On a stack of Bibles, dude. That's exactly who this whole question is about. I was like, fucking, if Bryan Cranston was Doc Brown, that would, bro. Boom. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
That's, you know what, we'll work on it. We'll come up with an episode that deals with some of that kind of stuff. But let's sign off
Dude,
of this one for now.
I'm so tripping about that.
I think we're done talking about Stranger Things.
I want to throw
we're talking about
Sir Ian McKellen in there just for the hell of it.
I think he's a little too polished.
Like, yeah, he's just too old at this point.
A little too polished. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Peace.
See you later. Peace.